Welcome back to the Free Mouse MC YouTube channel, and today I'm showing you something really special, and this motorcycle led to one of the greatest experiences I had on a motorcycle in a really long time, so stick around. We are today having a look at the BMW R100R Mystique. But this is not any BMW R100R Mystique. It's a roadster conversion by the company Sports Evolution. They are a German custom motorcycle builder that offer this unique design of the motorbike. The donor bike was produced in 1994. However, this bike has the look of the beautiful BMWs from the 1970s, which you can see here with the really beautiful tank from the BMW R80. And let's have a look at these really beautiful lines on here. These beautiful lines are hand painted, and this really nice colorway in green with a lot of yellow pearl effect. On all, this motorcycle has a lot of really nice little details, and just the whole package itself with the beautiful boxer engine is just really special. So let's have a look at all the little fine details on this motorcycle built in detail, because right now I still have my beautiful jacket that I extra picked up for making this video on the bike, and on the other side of this motorcycle there's the single-sided swing arm. So let's have a look at it, and after that see how this motorcycle rides. The motorcycle comes with 140mm of suspension travel with Showa forks in the front and with 135 in the back. Brembo brakes were fitted by Sports Evolution onto the dual disc setup of the BMW R100R. And not to forget the beautiful one-sided swing arm with the drum brake and the blacked out rim with the shiny spokes. And the low short exhaust, with the battery nicely tucked away in a way that you can mostly look through the frame and barely notice it. So after talking about all the beautiful little details on this machine, one thing that makes the bike stand and fall when it comes to custom bikes is the really beautiful engine, and this bike has one. The way it's sitting in the bike, looking like an engine in a tank or in an airplane, with this really unique look that only BMW can give you. Also, one thing that I want to say, the engine is painted in completely black, and then these parts of the cooling fins have been exposed that they look like they're out of chrome, which creates a really unique look. And the engine has been completely overhauled, and the bike's engine produces 67 horsepower and 76 newton meters of torque. And with it being a boxer engine, it will have a really unique feel bumping from side to side. And we had other bikes on the channel like the GS, but those are modern bikes and they don't have this feeling that strong. And let me show you the procedure of starting this bike actually. Putting down the helmet. You turn the bike on. Here the ignition is inside the engine. That's so cool. Then this thing is already on run. The bike is now hot, so we don't need to pull out the two chokes out of the two carburetors. And let's put on the two different fuel tabs. This is especially cool because, like on old German cars, it's all in German. It's not in English, it's in German. That's really cool to see. Yeah, and let's get the bike running. Wow, you can really feel it thumping from side to side, and when I twist the throttle, it slightly wants to go to my right. That's a really unique feel. Yeah, let's see how this handles. Let's give it a bit of a go. Hopefully it manages to run until I have the helmet on. The engine of this motorcycle doesn't just look really good, also the torque comes on so strong with the 76 Newton meters. Let's give it a go here.
We don't have a rev meter on the bike, but we have a gear indicator, which in my opinion is more important. And the sound of this bike is just glorious. And the way the engine is shaking from side to side underneath you, and then all the power paired with the 5-gear transmission. It basically is 4 gears and 1 overdrive, and just flicking through these 4 gears while swinging the bike from side to side on a curvy road is incredibly fun and incredibly enjoyable. The old BMW motorcycles had a system that would transfer the power over the shaft to the rear wheel over something called the monolever. The monolever had some issues because every time you would twist on the throttle while being slightly leaned over, the bike would lift itself up like you're pressing onto the brakes. And this bike here now has the newer system, the Paralever. And as you can see, the Paralever handles completely fine. And even when you're leaned over, you can nicely twist the throttle. In general, this bike handles the turns really, really well. It just falls into the turns really nicely. The suspension is shortened in the front, and it has a special suspension in the rear from the custom builder. And Sports Evolution has a motorcycle sport background, so this is really well set up for street. Now this is how it would be set up for street. They do other stuff like for scramblers and so on as well, but this does a really nice job. Also, the body position with the handlebars works incredibly well. There's a lot of custom bikes look really, really good, but incredibly uncomfortable. Like, really often with custom bikes, you feel like they are just, I don't know, a conspiracy to by chiropractors to get more customers. And that's not the case here. Also, I think I earlier said that the bike has a gear indicator. That's not from factory. They actually put something into the transmission that shows you in which gear you are, which is like really cool that they put the attention into that. Yeah, really, really nice. Brakes in the front are really, really strong. They're Brembo parts. In the rear, not that much, because it's a drum brake.
Arriving back at this beautiful estate with a private park, it gave me the opportunity to do something that's quite irresponsible and I would not recommend anyone to replicate. However, I did it because it was incredibly fun. Riding this motorcycle through this beautiful park without my helmet, with the hair just flowing in the wind, really made me realize how close motorcycle riding feels to what horseback riding is. Riding this fancy motorcycle in this way in such a nice location is really a one-of-a-kind experience. So with now having my feet in the cold water of the pool, which is really nice and really refreshing after filming all the outside shots here, let's sum up how the day with the BMW R100R Mystique custom built from Sports Evolution at the end of the day is. I have to say I really enjoyed the day. The bike has a lot of character, especially when you turn it on. Like, when you turn it on, the thing shakes from side to side. You have to slightly give it a bit of throttle, and it sounds so nice and satisfying. And just the experience of the key being inside the engine, turning everything on, and how it then rides. And it rides really, really good. It can be compared to a modern Café racer from the handling of like Ranfield or Triumph. However, the engine is so torquey, like genuinely, if you are on any kind of loose ground and you just slightly twist the throttle, it instantly just starts spinning basically. It's quite the fun bike to ride, and at the same time, if you live with this motorbike on a day-to-day basis, it's really nice. It's really nice, and you can take it to get a doner kebab, you can take it to go to Amsterdam, or you can just cruise, or yeah. And also now, having made all the amazing shots here in the park, what a insane experience of owning most likely this thing. I don't know. I would love to ride this motorbike without a helmet through a park every day. That's pretty cool. So my impression is really positively influenced right now by that. But an incredible bike after all. Of course, the bike is pretty expensive. However, you can order the different parts from Sports Evolution separately, similar to a kit car. So you can basically have the engine overhauled and then build everything back together yourself, and that makes it reasonably priced and competitive to other bikes in that range, like the Triumph Scramblers, the Royal Enfields, and so on. And I think everyone can have the confidence of, if you get the parts separately, to be able to build this together. And at the end of the day, it's really a really beautiful machine. And I think another point is it's not actually an old BMW. It's yes, it's 30 years old, from 1994. However, this thing fires up every time basically, and it's like reliable and it works well. And it's like a 30-year-old bike. And to many of you, maybe a 30-year-old bike sounds scary. 30-year-old bike is not scary. Wait until you own like a 60, 70-year-old bike, which is like some of the bikes that with this style kind of are. Like the original BMWs from the 70s are a lot older, and that becomes a lot more of a headache. So I think it's really cool that this exists, and also the bike is like new. It's completely overhauled, the engine's completely overhauled, the electronics, everything is done on it. So you basically get factory reliability from a bike from the 1990s, and it's a really cool package, and it's kind of a one-of-a-kind thing, I have to say. Yeah, I hoped you really liked this very special video at the end of the day, and definitely like and subscribe and check out the Patreon, and see you guys in the next video.